Blue Origin has announced the third New Glenn mission, called NG-3. It is scheduled to launch no earlier than Sunday, April 19, 2026, from Launch Complex 36 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. The launch window runs from 6:45 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Eastern or 10:45 to 12:45 UTC.
So this is a morning launch on the Space Coast with a 2-hour window already set. Are they planning to stream it live?
Yes. Blue Origin says live launch coverage on BlueOrigin.com will begin 30 minutes before liftoff, so viewers can catch the lead-up as well as the launch itself.
Okay, so what does the mission actually do? What is the flight profile for NG-3?
New Glenn lifts off from Launch Complex 36. After stage separation, the first stage descends autonomously toward Jacqueline, which is Blue Origin's landing platform, positioned several hundred miles downrange in the Atlantic Ocean. Meanwhile, the second stage ignites its two BE-3U engines and continues toward space.
So it is using the reusable first stage approach, but with recovery offshore instead of back at the launch site. What happens once the upper stage is on its way?
Once the second stage is ascending, the payload fairing separates. Then AST SpaceMobile's BlueBird 7 satellite is deployed into low Earth orbit.
Got it. So the payload is BlueBird 7 for AST SpaceMobile. And after deployment, does the upper stage just stay in orbit?
No, and that is an important detail. After completing the mission profile, Blue Origin says the second stage will be saved and then disposed of through a controlled ocean reentry. They specifically note that this is compliant with the U.S. government's orbital debris mitigation standard practices.
That is worth highlighting because upper stage disposal has become a major space sustainability issue. They are clearly saying this mission includes a controlled end-of-life plan for the stage.
Exactly. The sequence is straightforward. Launch, stage separation, first stage descent toward Jacqueline, second stage burn with the two BE-3U engine, fairing separation, BlueBird 7 deployment to low Earth orbit, and then controlled ocean reentry for the upper stage. It is a clear snapshot of how Blue Origin intends New Glenn to operate on an orbital mission.
And it also reinforces what New Glenn is supposed to be overall. Blue Origin describes it as its giant reusable rocket built for bigger things.
Right. NG-3 is another step in showing how that large reusable system handles commercial orbital payload delivery, while also addressing post-mission debris mitigation.
So if you want the headline version, here it is. New Glenn mission NG-3 is set for no earlier than April 19, 2026, from Cape Canaveral, with a 6:45 to 8:45 a.m. EDT launch window. It will carry AST SpaceMobile's BlueBird 7 to low Earth orbit, attempt first stage recovery on the Jacqueline platform, and finish with a controlled ocean reentry of the upper stage.
That is the mission in one clean package. And for anyone who wants to watch it live, Blue Origin says its coverage starts 30 minutes before launch on BlueOrigin.com.